Have you ever wondered what would happen if every single human on Earth suddenly disappeared for just 24 hours? Not forever, not because of an alien invasion, not because of a deadly virus, just gone. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning. You open your eyes, everything looks normal. Sunlight shines through your window. Your phone is still on the nightstand. Your coffee machine is ready. But something feels wrong. You check your phone. No new messages, no missed calls, no notifications. You look outside your window. The streets are empty. No people walking, no children laughing. No traffic, no movement. You step outside. Cars are stopped in the middle of the road. Some doors are wide open. Traffic lights continue changing from red to green, even though nobody is there to obey them. The entire city feels frozen in time. Then the terrifying realization hits you. Every human on Earth has disappeared, except you. At first, it sounds like a dream. No traffic, no work, no responsibilities. Every luxury store, every mansion, every sports car, every private jet, everything is yours. But after a few minutes, you realize something terrifying. Human civilization was never designed to run without humans. Every second that passes, the world starts falling apart. Planes continue flying with no pilots. Power plants struggle to balance electricity. Hospitals lose their doctors. Fires spread with nobody there to stop them. Cars traveling at highway speeds suddenly become driverless. Some crash into barriers. Others collide with each other. Buses leave the road. Motorcycles fall to the ground. Within seconds, highways around the world become scenes of chaos. But the roads are only the beginning. Thousands of commercial aircraft are in the sky at any given moment. The instant humanity disappears, their pilots vanish too. Modern aircraft can remain stable on autopilot for a while, so they would not immediately fall from the sky. They would continue following programmed routes. But autopilot cannot replace a pilot forever. Nobody would communicate with air traffic control. Nobody would prepare runways. Nobody would manually land the aircraft. Eventually, their fuel would begin to run low. One by one, aircraft would descend toward the ground with nobody in the cockpit to save them. Meanwhile, trains would continue moving along their tracks. Some modern automated trains might safely stop when their systems detect a problem. Others, controlled by human operators, could continue until automatic safety systems activate, or something goes wrong. Ships would face the same problem. Massive cargo vessels and cruise ships could continue moving for hours under automated navigation, but without crews to monitor engines, weather, or obstacles, they would slowly become giant, uncontrolled machines drifting across the oceans. 30 minutes after humanity disappears, another danger begins to grow. Fire. At the moment everyone disappears, thousands of kitchens have stoves burning, restaurants have ovens running, factories have furnaces operating, cars have crashed and fuel is leaking onto roads. Electrical equipment continues working with nobody monitoring it. Normally, a small fire might be reported and firefighters could arrive within minutes. But now there are no firefighters. A flame that might have destroyed one room could spread through an entire apartment, then another apartment, then another floor. In densely packed neighborhoods, uncontrolled fires could spread from building to building. Fire alarms would scream into empty streets. Emergency numbers would receive calls from automated systems, but nobody would answer. 1 hour has passed. In many places, electricity is still working. That may seem surprising, but modern power systems have large amounts of automation. Computers monitor generators, voltage, frequency, and demand. Turbines can automatically adjust their output, but automation does not mean independence. The electrical grid depends on a delicate balance between the amount of power being produced and the amount being consumed. When billions of people suddenly disappear, that balance changes immediately. Offices, factories, transportation networks, and commercial facilities begin behaving unpredictably. Some equipment continues consuming power. Other systems automatically shut down. Circuit breakers begin tripping. Power plants enter safety modes. Sections of the grid disconnect to protect themselves. Slowly, neighborhoods begin going dark, then entire districts, then entire cities, and this raises an even more frightening question. What happens to nuclear power plants? Would they immediately explode? Probably not. Nuclear facilities are designed with multiple safety systems. If dangerous conditions are detected, reactors can automatically shut down by inserting control rods and dramatically reducing the nuclear chain reaction. But shutting down a reactor does not mean it instantly becomes cold. Nuclear fuel continues producing decay heat and requires cooling. Backup generators can keep cooling systems operating for some time. In a scenario lasting only 24 hours, many facilities could remain relatively safe. But if humanity disappeared for weeks or months, the situation could become far more dangerous. 2 hours have now passed. Animals are beginning to notice that something is different. Dogs wait beside doors for owners who never return. Cats walk through silent houses. Farm animals remain inside barns and enclosures. Zoo animals look toward empty pathways where crowds usually gather. Some animals have automatic feeders and water systems, but others depend directly on humans. Dairy farms, poultry facilities, and livestock operations are highly dependent on electricity and regular human supervision. If ventilation, feeding, or watering systems fail, animals could quickly face dangerous conditions. Wild animals, however, experience something completely different. Roads are suddenly quiet. Construction has stopped. Human voices have disappeared. The constant noise of civilization is fading. Deer begin crossing roads that were once too busy. Wild boars may wander closer to neighborhoods. Birds land in plazas and parking lots. Animals that normally avoid humans begin exploring spaces that belonged to us only hours earlier. Nature does not need weeks to notice that humanity is gone. Within hours, the world already feels different. 3 hours pass. Hospitals are now among the strangest places on Earth. Monitors continue beeping. Ventilators keep pushing air into lungs as long as electricity remains available. Medical machines continue running, but there are no doctors, no nurses, no surgeons. Operations that were happening when humanity disappeared have stopped instantly. Ambulances have crashed, stopped, or been abandoned in the middle of roads. Emergency phone lines may still be functioning, but nobody is sitting behind the desk. Phones ring in empty rooms. Security cameras continue recording. Computers continue processing information. Servers continue exchanging data. And surprisingly, the internet may still be alive. The internet would not disappear the moment humans vanished. Many data centers are highly automated and equipped with backup power systems. For several hours, large parts of the internet could continue working. Websites would load. Videos would play. Messages could still be sent. Social media profiles would remain visible. But there would be one horrifying difference. Nobody would answer. No new photos. No new comments. No new live streams. No breaking news presented by humans. The internet would become a digital museum of humanity. Billions of photographs, videos, conversations, and memories would remain online while the people who created them were nowhere to be found. And perhaps that would be one of the most unsettling things about this entire experience. The digital world would still look alive, even though the real human world had become completely silent.